Hello everypony, Dyslexia here. Link to my Divining art in the description below, and also for my Patreon if you like to do that. Warning: this video will contain pictures from YouTube, Patreon and other places that is not mine. Please go and give respect to the owners of these copyrights and pictures. And also it's going to contain spoilers from the episode The Staremaster. If you haven't seen the episode, there's going to be a link down below in the description so you can go and watch the episode instead of watching this. And if you don't like it, click away or else stay. Yeah. 3, 2, 1. So the episode starts with Sweetie Belle trying to help Rarity making capes for her new client or something, and she messes up. I really do see myself as Sweetie Belle here because I have a lot of trouble with, trying to do stuff without making a bit mess, and sometimes it's easier to just do stuff. But yeah, nevertheless, the episode starts with this, and we find out that the Cutie Mark Crusaders is holding a sleepover at Rarity's place, but they can't because Sweetie Belle ruined Rarity's capes with the golden silk that she prepared. Sweetie Belle cut some holes to make the Cutie Mark Crusaders capes. And I must admit here that Rarity haven't, learned Sweetie Belle enough with not taking other stuff. I would have been like, if she had taken some of mine, I wouldn't have just scolded her with her not being with her friends. I would actually have sent her to her room and were telling her no sleepovers, no, anything for a whole day or a week or something. Remind you it's gold silk, it's for a client, it's important work. And yeah, I can't. I know that she doesn't. The first with the messing up is not her fault, but the cutting in the capes or making the capes out of that, it's not something I think that should been had taken so lightly. But nevertheless, they can't hold their sleepover at Rarities, and Fluttershy is coming with Opal and actually are saying, well, I can take them for a sleepover at my place. And before that, Rarity are like very surprised about how good Fluttershy is with doing stuff with Opal, and we're introduced to the stare, or at least Rarity is talking about the stare that Fluttershy can do on animals, and we learn that Fluttershy can only do this by not command, and it's not something that she have control over yet. So yeah, I don't know what to say about it. I didn't know about the stare before here. And then we get to Fluttershy's house after the Cutie Mark Crusaders have done a little bit more shenanigans and been a little bit too much, like always. And Fluttershy meets Twilight in Ponyville, and Twilight is on her way to the Everfree Forest to Sakura's place alone. This is also a little bit weird because she's a full-grown pony and she knows that she shouldn't be going out in the Everfree Forest to just take a stroll or going to get something or stuff like that. But again, let it slide and don't think about it too much. They all come to Fluttershy's home. That was where I was going to go, and stuff is not going good. The Cutie Mark Crusaders is not going to be constrained by anything Fluttershy says or does. And first they actually listen one time after they destroyed her table. They listen a little bit to her because they're sad about their breaking the table, and they're trying to do this, contest about who can be quiet the longest. But the Cutie Mark Crusaders is not going to fall for that, and of course it ends with them wanting to go out into the Everfree Forest, being creature catchers and stuff like that. But Fluttershy actually managed to get them to bed, or that's what she thinks. Here's a cute lullaby that Fluttershy starts to sing, and then Sweetie Belle takes over and scares the chickens so they run off into the Everfree Forest, because then the Cutie Mark Crusaders have, I will not say an excuse to go into the Everfree Forest, but it helps when they can go after the chickens and be like chicken herders, I think they said that. And yeah, they go out into the Everfree Forest, and Fluttershy actually are quick to notice that they're gone and follows them out into the Everfree Forest, even though that she's very afraid of that place. And then we come to the Twilight scene, or how to say that, where Twilight is turned to stone. Now, this is actually very horrific. We have not seen a character death on the show yet, and I will not say that she's dead, because later on they reverse the spell and stuff like that. But if she was going out there alone and they haven't found her, she would have been like turned to stone until they could have, consuade or cockatrice or what it was to turn her back again. That's a little bit way overdue. I do think that Celestia and Luna could actually help Twilight here also, but yeah, I don't know, you guys. I do really think it's a little bit of a leap of this, but yeah. Then we get to the Cutie Mark Crusaders seeing the chicken and chasing after it, but of course it's the cockatrice, and it threatens to, turn them all to stone, and Fluttershy actually gets the Cutie Mark Crusaders to do what she's telling them, because they're in life danger, and she uses her stare on the cockatrice, and that reverses the spell of them turning to stone, or her turning to stone. Now, this is very unique and shows us how strong the stare actually is, and Fluttershy also persuades the cockatrice to make the others normal again, so Twilight and her chicken Elizabeth, I think it was, and all is good and fine again, and they go back to Fluttershy's house. And then Rarity comes to pick up the Cutie Mark Crusaders. Now here I'm a little bit disappointed on the show. I like the message that they send Celestia, that you shouldn't be biting off more than you can chew. It's actually hammered in, I think, 2-3 times in the episode itself. But then, Rarity comes to tell the Cutie Mark Crusaders that they need to go. And even though that she's angry, they don't listen to her. They just run around and having fun until, Fluttershy says that they need to go. And the only thing that differs from Rarity to Fluttershy is that Fluttershy have given the stare to something, and it saved the Cutie Mark Crusader's life. I don't know if it's a good thing to show children that you shouldn't be listening to your, elders, or how to say that, your parents, without them saving your life first, or doing something very extraordinary to, help you in these situations. I do believe that you should try to listen to your parents, even though they don't always do something extraordinary and stuff like that. But I also was grown up in, I will not say old times, but in a time where, we had some strict measurements. We don't have that anymore with children, so I guess that the episode is also saying that sometimes children will be children no matter what. And Fluttershy helps Rarity with Opal, and everything is fine. And then the episode is over. I like the episode. I just think there's a lot happening, and I do think like the last could have been done a little bit better, because if they also learned how to listen to other grown-ups, not just Fluttershy but also Rarity, I do believe that the episode could have a stronger message, like you should listen to what your grown-ups are saying no matter what, even though if they have a stare or not. I know that that was Fluttershy that should show it here, but I do believe that was a little bit lost opportunity, or how to say that. But I do like yeah, the thing with, you shouldn't be taking on more than you can bear, or holding more on your shoulders than you can actually lift. So yeah, I do really like the message. What do you think? Tell me in the comments down below. Do remember that inspiration is right around the corner. Do remember to take care of yourself and your loved ones. And do remember to have fun. And yeah, that's actually all. Okay, yeah. Bye.